Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's press conference. There are 5 topics that we will cover today. First is a quick update on the Cockwood Bridge Ravine Drive project. Second is the opening for new applications for the city's Flagship Fund grants. Third, you'll hear that Paramount Pursuits is taking applications for their Thrive in Erie program. Fourth, we'll announce an upcoming fire and police virtual recruitment event for women. And finally, there'll be a quick reminder that the city's summer parking regulations will be going into effect next month. Now, before we begin with all that, I want to address the 2 acts of violence that hit the national spotlight this past week. The recent horrific attack against Asian Americans in Atlanta, Georgia, has brought to light the pain and fear our Asian American neighbors have been experiencing all across the nation, especially since the onset of this pandemic. I stand with our Asian American sisters and brothers in Erie and condemn any anti-Asian hate and violence. Together with the New American Council, I will work to provide healing and learn how to best support our Asian American residents in the weeks, months, and years ahead. We also stand against the senseless violence we saw this week in Boulder, Colorado. There have been too many mass shootings in our country recently. Violence is never the answer. Let's support and value every resident in Erie to ensure that tragedies like these never happen here. Okay, now let's get to our agenda. First, here's a quick update on the Cockwood Bridge Ravine Drive project. On Sunday and Monday, I listened to neighbors in the Cockwood area, along with City Engineer John Tushak and Assistant Director of Public Works, Chuck Zisk. We received a lot of feedback regarding the construction of an access road to bypass the deteriorating bridge over Ravine Drive. We want to let residents know we heard what you are saying, and we will continue to listen. We are still evaluating our options for the project. Once we have more information about all the options, we will reach out to the residents in the neighborhood for additional input. When I took office in 2018, our Department of Economic and Community Development established the Flagship Fund, the city's first ever micro grant loan program. The funding for this grant comes from interest generated from the city's loan fund. It is designed to help Erie's small businesses grow. To date, we have awarded flagship microgrants to 38 small businesses and entrepreneurs, totaling nearly $90,000. The program is still going strong and ready for another round of applications. Jen Hoffman, our Business Development Officer, is here to tell us business owners how to qualify and how to apply for this grant. Jen also has a surprise guest, the second local entrepreneur to qualify for our new 0% interest Kiva loans. Jen, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor, very much. As the mayor said, the Flagship Fund is a microgrant program that was created in 2018 to help City of Erie small businesses with market-ready projects or services and to assist fledgling businesses with development and expansion. I'm pleased to announce that after a short COVID-induced hiatus, the Flagship Fund grant is live and ready for applications. The deadline to apply will be the end of day, April 16th. It's my plan to have all applications reviewed and recipients notified by the end of April. A few details about the Flagship Fund. This is a matching 1-to-1 reimbursement grant. The maximum grant award is $2,500. Recipient businesses will have 1 year from the award date to complete their project, assemble all receipts, and submit them to the Community and Economic Development Department for reimbursement. Receipts must total at least double the amount of the grant award. That's how a 1-to-1 matching grant works. So if your project is, say, a $4,000 project, you would be applying for $2,000. The receipts that you would submit to me would be for $4,000, and I will then have a check drawn for you. Going forward, locally owned franchises, as well as any businesses within the city limits with 25 or fewer employees, are eligible to apply. There is no longer an annual revenue cap. Applications for Flagship Fund can be found at erie.pa.us/Flagship Fund, or just by going to the city's website, clicking on the business the business tab on the upper right corner and choosing grants from the drop-down menu. As always, I'm available for assistance or to answer any questions you have along the way. The easiest and fastest way to reach me is via email, and that's J Hoffman. My last name is spelled HOFFMAN at erie.pa.us. Thank you and good luck to you. And as the mayor said, I do have a surprise guest with me here today. I am very, very pleased to announce that Serendipity Suites, their owner, Allison Miner, is with me today. She's going to tell you a little bit about her business and how to find her on Kiva. Now, you'll remember that in December, the city became a hub for Kiva's community-funded loans, and we've had one successfully fund earlier this month. Allison is our second. We have more that are coming along the way, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Allison Miner, the owner of Serendipity Suites.
Good morning, everyone. As Jen said, I am Allison Miner, and I am the owner of Serendipity Suites. We are located at 861 East 38th Street. So in our store, we are what we like to call Erie's dessertery. So we offer frozen yogurt, ice cream, cupcakes, cakes. We do custom orders for any occasion, but we also have our niche where we'd like to cater to some of our most common allergy needs. So everything you find in our store will be gluten friendly. We also have vegan, keto options. We can customize to your needs and wants. And so as Jen said, we officially went live with Kiva yesterday. We are just about 40% funded, and we are so grateful for the Erie community and the support we've seen so far. You can find our loan live on kiva.org right now. Yesterday we were picture number 1, but we are up there if you just search for us at Serendipity Suites, and we appreciate your support going forward. Thank you so much.
There we go. Thank you, Allison, very much. And if you are interested, again, you can go to kiva.org and search Erie, PA, or you can search Serendipity Suites to get directly to Allison's page. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen and Allison. The Flagship Fund really helps local small businesses. Thank you very much for all that you are doing. Thanks also for the great work you're doing to coordinate City's Kiva program. I understand that there are 2 more Kiva loans, at least 2. I think there may be more than that, I learned this morning, maybe 3 or 4 more that are on the verge of launching. I'm looking forward to announcing them as soon as possible as they enter that public funding stage. Our Kiva applicant was fully funded, our first Kiva applicant was fully funded in 4 days, but congratulations to Allison Miner from Serendipity Suites up on East 38th. I think that's just east of Pine Avenue. She's done even better. Allison surpassed her goal of securing at least 15 lenders in less than 24 hours. So she has already moved from the private phase to the public phase. As Jen explained, Allison's goal is to raise $7,500. She only has about $4,350 left to go, and that probably has changed in the amount of time since I've known that. I encourage everyone to lend to her. Any amount, even a loan of $25, will help her realize her dreams. We'll be posting the direct link on our social media pages, so good luck, Allison. I hope you're fully funded very soon. Next on our agenda, we want to provide an update on the Paramount Pursuits Thrive in Erie program. Last year was the first year we provided CDBG funding to provide mentoring and training for entrepreneurs and small businesses looking to expand within the city of Erie. All these services are free thanks to the funding provided by the city. Here to tell us more and announce the opening of the application process, I'm very happy to welcome Trish DiGliotto. Excuse me, I messed up your last name. I apologize, Trish.
No problem, Mr. Mayor. It's a tough one. Thank you so much for having us here today. A little bit about the Thrive in Erie program. First, a little bit about Paramount. So 2 years ago, we came to Erie for a Main Street conference to learn about how we improve Main Streets. Our company actually works on economic development through two different means, through Main Street revitalization and through business incubation. So we came to Erie for this Main Street conference, and we saw all of the amazing things that were happening there. So we began talking with the mayor and his office to figure out how we could play a small role in the economic development that was happening there. So our number one goal for Paramount is equity and inclusion and entrepreneurship. We want to make sure that anyone who has the desire to be an entrepreneur has the tools they need to do it, the resources they need, the connections they need, and the support that they need to do it. And we're really lucky to have programs that Jen Hoffman just talked about, like the Flagship Fund and Kiva, to help actually get capital to these entrepreneurs as well. Who do we serve? We work with people who live in low-income households. We work with new Americans. We work with minorities and women, those with disabilities, people who are re-entering after incarceration, those in recovery from addiction, entrepreneurs over the age of 60. We are looking for those who have faced barriers to entrepreneurship and are looking for the support that they need to do it. As you can see across the screen, there's an example of a few of the clients that we've worked with in the past. What is the Thrive in Erie program? It is a program that is a 12-month program. It consists of educational seminars. So we have people like accountants and attorneys come in and talk about what you need to know to grow your business, to get started and grow your business. We provide technical assistance. That's a fancy term for things like business plan creation, social media strategies, getting certification as a minority or women-owned business. We help you connect you to funding resources and strategic partners. There's that fancy word, connections. We really work on connecting our participants with people that they need to grow their business. Mentoring. This is the cornerstone of our program. This is a great statistic. 70% of mentored businesses survive more than 5 years, which is double the rate for non-mentored small businesses over the same period. Mentorship is super important. You get to meet with your mentor twice a month and work on your business. Whatever issues you're facing, we're there to help you. Networking events. COVID put a little bit of a damper on our networking events, but our whole goal is to connect you to other people so they learn about your business, can buy from you, support you in other ways. And most importantly, building a team for each entrepreneur. When we first got started, we interviewed a bunch of our clients and said, what is your number one challenge? So many of our entrepreneurs said, it's really lonely. So we help build you a team. So we get rid of that loneliness. So you get the support. You get to meet in the cohort, you get to meet other entrepreneurs who are facing the same challenges as you are. So it's a really great program. Again, it's a 12-month program. How much does the program cost? The mayor just said, this program is available at no cost to you. It would typically cost about $7,500 for this program. Many thanks to the city of Erie for making this program available to the entrepreneurs in the city. Here's a glimpse of our 2020 cohort. We have 13 participants in the program that are paid for by the city, 7 of which are women. 7 are minority, Black, minority, either Black, American Indian, Latino or Latina, or they're from the LGBTQ community. And 2 of our participants are new Americans. It's really great to help them grow the business in their new community. You can see off on the right-hand side of the screen all of the different logos of the businesses that we're working with now. We're really excited to have a sample of our participants would be, we have existing businesses. We have long-term Erie businesses who needed help because of COVID-19, or they needed help because they were growing and they needed to know what steps they needed to take to grow in a sustainable manner. We have a business in our cohort that has several businesses have hired, and we have one that has even expanded to an additional location. We're really excited about having a new tourism business come to Erie. We have an aspiring food truck business that's going to be opening, a few construction-related businesses, a home health agency that's going to help our seniors in Erie, and a few retail and beauty businesses as well. So as the mayor mentioned, the application process is now open. You could apply for this 12-month program. It's going to actually start. The program itself will start on July 1st, but you'll be able to go in and apply now. If you go to bit.ly/Thrive in Erie, you'll be able to apply for the program now. We'll be taking applications through the beginning of June. We're going to do an interview process, and then you'll be able to get started with your cohort and your group of other entrepreneurs that you'll get to work with for the next year. If you have any questions for us, our email address is here. It's my personal email address, which is trish@paramountpursuits.com. And our phone number is on there as well, 814-679-3100. Again, we thank the city and the mayor and his whole team for making this program possible. The level of collaboration that we've seen has been amazing. People who have come through our program are making connections with other people in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, such as, Gannon's SBDC, the people at Mercyhurst, Ben Franklin. They're making the library, the Blasco Library, is full of resources. And Jen Hoffman at Kiva and at the city have been amazing at connecting entrepreneurs with our programming, and then us connecting them for the services that they need as well. So if you'd like to learn more about this program, I can't encourage you enough to reach out, because we're here to help you make your entrepreneurial journey easier. Thank you so much for having me today, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Tricia. You're doing great work in Erie. Please give Marco my best also.
Sure, thank you.
Small businesses are the backbone of Erie's economy, and they're crucial to the city's growth. We will continue to support this and other initiatives that help small businesses and entrepreneurs succeed and produce family-sustaining jobs. We look forward to seeing the presentations of this year's cohort and what they will produce in 2021. Next, we're announcing that in honor of Women's History Month, a virtual police and fire recruitment fair will take place March 30th at 5 p.m. The fair will share information about what it's like for a woman to be a police officer or a firefighter in Erie. It will also provide details regarding the application and testing process. To register for the fair, visit the city's website at erie.pa.us/recruitment. For anyone interested in applying to be a firefighter, the online process will be open on April 12th through April 30th. You can also apply to be a police officer online from April 5th to June the 30th. Just visit erie.pa.us/recruitment to get started. Finally today, here's a quick reminder to Erie residents that summer parking regulations in neighborhoods go into effect next Thursday, April the 1st. These summer regulations will be enforced Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. from April 1st to October 31st, so that street sweeping operations can be performed by our Public Works Department. Street signs are posted explaining the regulations, which typically prohibit parking on each side of the street one day each week. So starting April 1st, be careful where you're parking. That's all for this week's press conference. Everyone who spoke is now available for interviews. Thank you for watching. You will get more great information that you will hear next Thursday at 10 a.m.